here for DRI. We here. Hold on, we talk about the bus. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. What is this? Ooh-wee. What we riding presidential? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Oh, excuse me. So hold on, excuse me, bus driver. I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate you for having us ride this cool, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, this is so great. Say hey to our vlog, please. Hey. Oh, me, hey! No, we having a good time, though.
Science, technology.
Oh, okay, well that's cool.
First week is hydroponics and plant life.
Is this something that's added on to your extra schooling?
Oh no, this is just something they're doing for us for fun because we're from the homeless shelter.
So y'all don't mean be.
Oh, well, cool.
Are you recording me for the vlog?
Yeah, just a little bit. I was you gave a great explanation for the vlog,
I'm not
do it
even
for the
looking my
vlog.
best for the vlog.
Hey bro, you tweaking. We are. Oh, hey Miss Emily, you coming with us? Oh yeah. Miss Sharma, look. Why you trying to match me? This the second time, like. Come on now. Come on, but we fresh together though. So wait, Miss Maria come with us?
No. Well, yes.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
No, but it looks like yes.
Oh, they outside. We outside. Ooh. So what if you made a robot? What would it be like? What would be the main primary attack? Like, would you have a hammer, a saw? You feel me? Would you have arms? Would you be trying to slam the other robot?
I feel like my powers for the bot is gonna be like teleportation.
What? Hey, boy, his shit finna teleport. Boy, what you gonna do to that?
If anything, a little bit early.
Nice to meet you, sir.
My name's Gary.
I'm Demario.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, what's up, vlog, real quick?
On me, this is STEM Force DRI.
Hey guys, welcome to BattleBots.
Yeah, on me. Yeah, we having a good time, y'all.
We're gonna have a great time.
Even at 10 a.m., we can be excited to be at BattleBots.
So can you
I
give
just
us
had a can of coffee.
a can of coffee?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, so you in it there.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We
We've got about 30 minutes before it wears out, so we gotta do all this right now. Next 30
You
minutes.
gotta be on point. I'm ready. So real
Speed racer.
What's a quick summary of like what we finna have today?
Well, we're about to. Why don't you wait for everybody here so I can tell everybody all at the same time? All right.
But I ain't gonna let
But you want
everybody
exclusive sneak peek?
Yeah, this is
exclusive sneak peek.
Yeah,
All right.
this
This is what we're about to do. First, we're gonna sit right here in the lobby, and we're gonna take a little adventure right over here through BattleBots paraphernalia we got over here. I don't think that's the right word. Then we're gonna talk a little bit about the history of BattleBots, what brought us all here today. We've been doing this for 30 years now.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk a little bit about that, and we're gonna go inside here to the famous BattleBots arena.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna go inside there, and then we're gonna all sit down.
on TV.
Yeah. And then we're all gonna design our own robot. You guys are all gonna draw your own robot for me. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're gonna watch a little video, a little presentation, a little slide deck, as the kids call it nowadays. Right? A deck, isn't that what the kids call it?
PowerPoint.
Yeah. But I'm like, that's,
Okay, slide deck.
Yeah.
I have
isn't that what the
heard
kids
that.
call it
I have
nowadays?
heard
You
that.
heard that?
Or do we
Yeah,
just
I've
call it
heard it every
PowerPoint?
now and again.
I'm old. I'll just take PowerPoint. Then we're gonna watch a PowerPoint. The safety Rob here put together. Safety Rob.
What's up? Say what's up to the
You're
vlog.
You're on the blog right now. Vlog.
Yeah.
Vlog.
Yeah,
Video.
yeah.
Vlog.
Yeah.
I hope that has a polarizing filter, otherwise your lens cap is closed.
Listen.
I know it's not because I'm staring at it. I was like, what you mean? I was like, excuse me?
Check, you feel me?
Safety Rob.
The
not-
safety features. Yeah.
Safety
I was like, ain't no way because this can't even have a
Shout
lens
out to
cap.
Safety Rob. Keep him around so you can be safe.
Valid.
Welcome. My name's Gary. I'm the front of house manager and one of the operations managers here at BattleBots. Welcome in. I'm not going to steal Michael Joe's thunder, but I am going to tell you one thing. As a front of house manager, I interact with the audience a lot, the guests that come in and out. And the most common question that I actually get is, "Hey, BattleBots, why are you guys in a tent in the parking lot?" Yeah, it is a good question. Yeah, I get that all the time. If any of you have ever toured like Universal Studios, Warner Brothers Studios, something like that, you go in those great big buildings that they refer to as sound stages. That's exactly what this is. Is it temporary? Yes, I guess it could be taken down. The foundation is permanent, obviously. But it was built 9 years ago by Caesars Entertainment as a sound stage. So what you're in is a television filming facility. The insulation that you see, actually, of course, it helps with temperature, but it's actually about sound. You'll notice we're not hearing sirens necessarily, we're not hearing helicopters, stuff like that. It was originally, from what I understand, built for a television game show that was supposed to happen here in Las Vegas. They were going to have this television game show, Monopoly, where they had contestants standing on a big Monopoly board, standing from property to property, and then they were going to have live audiences come in and everything. Never happened. They got so far as like trying to film a pilot, and they never even got an episode off the ground. Luckily for us, they built a big pit in the middle of this building to be the Monopoly board. Guess what fits just almost perfectly on that Monopoly board pit?
Wow.
BattleBots moved here from California just after the pandemic about 4 years ago. And it was the natural home for it here in Las Vegas because number one, it's close to the Strip, and number two, it's a soundstage. We can do what we do here without interruption of noise and sound from around. So that's why we're in a tent. That's my one little fact that I will give you guys. Your day today is going to be spent with Michael Joe Lombardo. He is one of our drivers here. He is sometimes one of our show hosts. He's been here since the very, very, very beginning, so he knows all the backstory on BattleBots Destructathon. And this gentleman over here, Safety Rob Barr, is the guy that keeps us all safe. All the robots, of course, have to go through all kinds of testing and whatnot to make sure that it is safe. What we do here is incredibly dangerous, but knock wood, we have a pretty good safety record, and that's because we all take it really seriously.
Almost perfect.
Shout out Safety Rob! Shout out Safety Rob!
One digit missing.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Classified information.
So, if you guys would, please welcome your host and tour guide for the day, Michael Joe Lombardo.
Hello. So, where are you guys from?
I've seen you before.
Okay,
Yeah,
you've seen me before.
hell yeah.
And that's a TV show. It's called Pawn Stars. That's not me. No. Best I can do is this.
Well, I'm from Illinois.
You're from Illinois?
Yeah.
Chicago, baby.
Chicago, that's Illinois. That's right? Did you guys know those are in the same place? Chicago and Illinois?
Yeah.
Chicago, like that's what it is.
Cool, but
You
you're all
did.
from Vegas now. What groups you guys together here in Las Vegas? What's your group? What's your
We're here from the STEM Force.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're into the science, the
Woo.
technology, the engineering, the mathematics.
Yes,
Excellent.
sir,
You guys
yeah.
are smart.
Uh-huh.
I love it. That's why you're here. You're here at BattleBots. Well, a bunch of smart guys started this thing over 30 years ago. Like I said in the beginning, 1992 is when the
Some
very
are
first
smart.
guy, this guy over here, Mark Thorpe, he was a technician at LucasArts. Was in charge of special effects in Hollywood in the 90s, which back in those days were awesome. All right. And in his spare time, he decided he just came up with this crazy idea one time to make his vacuum into a robot. He thought maybe I could attach a chainsaw to it or something like that and see it go through the wall. It was all in his head. From there, he actually created a fun little outlet for the rest of his friends, a contest, if you will, called the Robot Wars, where him and his friends would come around, these mechanical engineers and scientific, everybody from all across the engineering spectrum, and they would create these robots and fight each other. So the very first Robot Wars happened in the very early 90s, and eventually Greg Munson was invited, and Greg Munson is a cousin of Trey Roski, and those two, they were cousins that used to love and blowing up each other's toys all throughout their childhood. Now in their 20s, almost 30s, they found this Robot Wars to be a great outlet for themselves, and so they created a robot. It was called La Machine, and you'll see La Machine inside here. That robot is still around. And La Machine went along to fight and win some major fights that nobody thought it could, because this thing didn't even have a weapon. But so it went along, it won this championship, and from there, the idea to create BattleBots was here, an American version of the robot wars that went on to the UK. The idea was to create BattleBots here, and so we've been doing this ever since. So we'll go through a lot of the history in a couple of minutes. But right here, I wanted to show you a couple of things that we have. This is our lobby of our Destructathon show. So Destructathon now is a Las Vegas show where people come and they watch 5 fights of destruction, and anything can happen. And we've done over 442 shows, been doing it actively here in Las Vegas for over 2 years now. So before that, though, for the 25 years, there's been a television show, and there's been a traveling production crew that would go around the United States taking these robots in a giant box to schools and to other facilities to inspire, just like we're trying to inspire you here today, to inspire people to get involved in the robotics. So if you guys have ever seen the TV show at all? You guys,
I seen
anybody ever see Witch Doctor? Oh, you haven't seen me on the TV show.
Yes,
No, way.
no, you look hella familiar from somewhere, I swear.
I just had that face.
I swear you do.
All
No,
right, I'll sign something for you then later.
I'll take it. I'll
I
take
thought
it.
you actually was I can't remember his name, but the dude from Sonic Hedgehog movie.
That's already been, we're gonna work that into the show. Our show here is a really great show for anybody in town, locals, visitors. It's all about destruction. Nobody ever leaves here mad. Everyone loves this show. But I wanted to tell you that. So that show's been going on here for 2 years, but besides that, the history of BattleBots has gone on for those 30 years. There was TV shows. They've traveled the world with their box and taken the show throughout places. And if you know people like Witch Doctor, anybody heard of Witch Doctor? Yeah, you guys know Witch Doctor? Witch Doctor started when she was only an 8th grader, I think it was.
No, way younger than that.
Even younger than that. Like
She was
at a Catholic school in Florida, and with BattleBots was with a traveling program, and they went all the way down to Florida with the box and had a show, and it inspired her and others and at that time to get involved. And she's still here nowadays fighting, a big major part of the community. 30 years later, there's a ton of stories like that. So over here, we just have a little bit of a Hall of Fame, if you will. We kind of become the home for wayward robots over the years. With BattleBots being an international show as it is, we have builders from places like Brazil. Anybody ever heard or seen Minotaur? Yeah, Minotaur in the box is a loud, angry beast, lots of destruction. One of the absolute best robots, best engineered robots out there. When they were here recently for something called Face-Offs, which just happened in the last end of 24. They were here, they brought their robot, but it's a little too expensive to ship it back. So they left it here in hopes that they will be back here to fight again someday. Tombstone, right here. Tombstone is probably one of the most glorious bots in all of BattleBots history. It's known for catching on fire and causing a lot of destruction to the box itself. This bar right here that is attached to it weighs approximately 85 pounds and spins at over 250 miles an hour.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it can
I didn't know they was that big.
Yep, it can absolutely punch a hole in the floor. It's not something you want to, stand with or hang out with when this weapon is on. In fact, that's why we have complete safety methods to make sure that right, Rob? Yes. No one's ever, exactly.
Are we safe, Rob?
By themselves.
So no one's ever used the force.
For now. Except for now. Wait a couple years. Come alive.
That's
Roar!
yeah. I mean, well, we got
The Minotaur!
So this is some of them. Then right here in the original, right here, this, as you can tell, is called Hot Mess. That robot is a great story from one of our longtime builders who has Hypershock, which is Will Bales. Will Bales came here and was invited with a robot that he's been trying to build for almost 2 years now. What's the name of that one?
Vertigo.
Vertigo. Really great concept. There's a lot of new ideas in it. but unfortunately couldn't get all the steel cut in time and get his robot put together that he'd been working on for over 2 years. And when he realized that he only had about 3 weeks left before he was here for our face-offs, he didn't know what to do, so he went around and he just grabbed random parts from his shop, which don't we all have a spinning weapon that, you know, of steel, 60 pounds, but his shop was special. But he was able to put this together within only 3 weeks. He brought it here to our face-offs, and he did a really good job. That's actually going to be on our YouTube here very soon. We're releasing weekly episodes of that. So, and then right here in the middle, this is the second robot that was built by Trey Roski, founder of BattleBots. His very first being Law Machine, that I told you guys about earlier. This is number 2, though, called Ginsu. Those are saw blades as wheels. As Trey himself calls it, it's the most losingest bot of all time. But it was a really cool concept, and it fought back in the day. It fought cool robots on television like Chinkilla, which was Jay Leno's robot, and a lot of other ones. The very first
famous people have driven it, which Jimmy Kimmel has driven that one.
Yeah, and that's and that was actually the very first McDonald's toy as well. So
What?
you'll probably find one on eBay. Yeah.
Man.
Behind us there, those look like great, awesome pieces of artwork, right?
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Those are actually cutouts of an entire robot called Tazbot that is built here and is part of our Destructathon show. So every single one of those pieces right there gets put together to create the crazy robot you see. Now over there we got somebody spotting Jackpot. Jackpot, yeah, I see you spotting Jackpot. It's over there. We're going to take a look at Jackpot real quick before we go inside. Jackpot is a local legend. This is built by a local man named Jeff Waters. And Jeff is a local plumber here. And he's about 30 years old. Yeah, I think 32 years old. And when he was only 5 years old, he was actually at the 1999 event here in Las Vegas, and he watched it and just was inspired by it. And here, 30 years later, he's a big part of our family. Jackpot is a really, really strong, capable, very competitive robot. Looking forward to the next season on how it does. Did really good in our face-offs, and they're a really big part of the family, so that's really cool to have that robot here. Up there on the wall there, you guys see that blade? That is a blade that gets attached to a bot called Nightmare. Nightmare is an original bot. How big is the? You'll see it inside. I'll wait. Yeah. The entire. Oh, that's right. I forgot we had one out there. Yeah. We've got one right over here. So that actually was that was the one time that blade failed it, and it lost against its competitor here at Destructathon. And that's a surprise. All right, follow me this way, folks. You can see the actual Nightmare there. And this one on the way in is called Scorpios. The concept of this robot is really cool. Can anybody look at this immediately and tell me how it might work?
It's a hammer.
Obviously, yeah, you see it right there. It's a hammer and a spinning axe. So you got this thing that spins about 200 miles an hour and an articulating hammer that.
The bottom piece keep
How do
Exactly. Well, it can definitely, and that's why they've got that. That's why they've got the section here. So if they can get somebody up in there, they can just keep hitting it.
And they're gonna crush it and crush it, then eventually cut it in half.
Absolutely, that's what you want to do. All right, folks, follow me in this way. Welcome to the BattleBots Arena.
What would you say like took you to get involved into this industry? Like behind the scenes work.
Behind the scenes, what took me in this industry, a lot of folks saying that I couldn't do it. So when I got out, because of course I did my time in the military, I got out, folks were saying, man, you ain't finna go back to school. So I finished my first degree 2 years and 9 months. While I was doing a dual major, I finished the second one in 3 years, 4 months. Graduated magna cum laude. I have a picture of me walking across the stage, shaking the dean's hand with my magna cum laude.
Intelligent king, you know?
Because, you know, when folks doubt it, oh man, that just gives me power. That fire, you heard me? That's what people saying, you did?
And so, where did the interest come from for exactly robotics? Like
robotics, because I used to work in the military on different aircraft and stuff like that. I knew they started working on drones and things like that. And they started building their own little drones, not military drones, but little stuff. And one of the other career fields that I was partially to for a while, that's part of the technology. And so with that being said, it just transfers over.
So how does it feel being a part of such a well-known robot such as the Witch Doctor?
You should ask them how they feel about me being the coldest brother on the block working on their show by here.
Oh yeah. Tell them.
So if I make a shot, I get a free ticket? I mean, we can think about doing whatever we want. I ain't gonna say that that's a true statement. You can make a shot, I give you a sticker. You make a shot one straight off, I give you one of my bags that's got the Afrobot on it. How about that? Right, yeah. Straight up drawstring bag. You get one shot, you make that one shot, I'll go walk over there and I'll give you one of my drawstring bags.
Bet 'em up. One shot. Yeah, who? Boy, from the line. From the line.
Yeah, y'all gonna stay on the block?
From the line.
It'd be too easy if you not get a little too close. Hold on, one shot. You got one. Just one. One shot.
One
you
shot.
Got the bag all day. I give it to you.
You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. Oh, bro.
Now, are we fighting?
No. No.
He tried.
I missed it. I tried. I still give you the sticker though, fam.
On me. You got bro.
Yeah.
Bro, appreciate you.
Yeah.
You just can't get the draw screen bag
I can
though.
show you the start of my booth.
He can't get that.
Almost there.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Today. Tell me about you.
Alright, so I'll tell you about us. We've actually been doing this science, technology, engineering, and math program.
Okay, some STEM stuff.
Yeah, some STEM stuff for sure. And we've been learning about a lot of different things. We took some field trips. We went to Red Rock. We went to the Hoover Dam. We got to experience a lot of information that wasn't present to us coming until now. So I'll say it gave me like the classroom environment as an adult to allow me to really enjoy learning again type thing. And so they offered us a field trip today to come to BattleBots, and this was actually something I genuinely was excited for from hearing about it from the first aspect, because I've seen it on TV. I'm interested in robots.
I've seen the new Fall Face Off.
Y'all
gotta go on there and look at the BattleBots Face Off. The
episodes
that we just released.
Okay. Boy, you guys see some bots up close.
I gotta clean them teeth though.
No, you good, man. You look good, man.
Alright, so you guys, in the very beginning, playing the video, you heard about Law Machine, right?
Yeah.
Law Machine's the one that started it all. That thing was a wedge, like I said, it was a wedge of aluminum. It had wood on the inside. It had a battery from a Honda Civic that they had to give back to a friend to make sure he could drive home every night. Couldn't use all the juice from the battery. So the driving though, Trey is just genius driving, the way he destroyed all the other robots. They went to the very top, they became champions, and that robot that started it all, it still exists. You guys walked right past it, because now it's a paper towel dispenser, but here it is.
What?
No, you didn't.
Right here. That's where it is. It is now a paper towel and toilet paper dispenser.
Wow.
It's $600 and a dream. This is the beginning of all of BattleBots.
Wow.
Please don't touch the glass. The guy who cleans it is right there, and he'll blame me. Thank you. You guys had a good time so far?
Yes, man.
Excellent.
I'm enjoying myself.
All right.
Press the OK button and then.
All right, we are here. We're going to do a boom test here very soon. don't fall into the pit.
Hey, tell them where to follow y'all at on YouTube, man.
BattleBot, directly our BattleBots channel. Should
Okay.
just be at BattleBots.
How much the ticket cost to come see this live?
We got tickets starting at $65, but you can always hook up a Groupon or some kind of discount online somewhere.
Okay, okay. And how often do you guys have live shows?
We have shows 5 days a week, generally Thursday through Sunday.
Mhm.
Our weekday shows are at 6 o'clock at night, and our weekends are at 2 o'clock.
Okay. And so this like all year round, or is it seasonal?
Sorry, what's that?
Is it all year round or seasonal?
All year round. We just got the commitment, so we'll be having shows all the way through to the end of the year.
Bro, that's big.
Yeah, we just did show number 442. Today will be 443.
Okay. All right. So what's your favorite thing about the last episode?
Let's see. Favorite thing? I lost, so that wasn't very exciting.
You was in the match?
Yeah.
What?
$20 tickets for us today? $20 tickets for. I think we're gonna be able to make a group deal for the whole team, so have you guys all back at once.
Okay.
So make a field trip back here for a show. So
Okay.
we'll bring you guys all back here, and you'll see me driving.
Ooh. Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap!
I gotta come to one of these. This gonna be
Nah, for real. Boom, boom. Help! Umbo, help! Oh, snap! Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, this dangerous, boy. But it's dangerous.
Yeah, round of applause for Mike.
Who does she think she is, bro? Hey, Shep.
How much for the
Hear me out. We make a round robot.
Something like something like that.
Okay.
How much was built back in the day? But something like that was probably built for around $4 to $5 grand total with all the parts, metal, and everything. But nowadays, competitors are spending upwards of $50,000 to $70,000 through all their robots and the teams. And some of these teams have 12 people involved. They're all just volunteering their time.
So they just all put their money together?
They're doing whatever they can to get sponsors and to enjoy the sport and to keep pushing the sport. So yeah, it's pretty great. We're blessed in that way. A lot of people are willing to invest and continue to invest because it's not a money making venture right now. You can't be like, all right, I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to get into robotic destroying. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately. Yeah, you got to learn. You got to.
But it's definitely potential.
It doesn't mean there's not money. It doesn't mean you can't create your own team. You get some sponsors out there. You number one on social media. Who knows what's out there?
Right.
You know what I mean? Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna head out.
We are gonna head out.
Yeah.
Wait. Can I take a picture with him real quick? Yeah. Hold on. He got that.
I heard she got your card. She got your card. Don't worry.
Yeah. She got the rest of those stickers so folks can get none of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all come check out.
All right, we gotta go.
Listen it up.
Nice meeting you, man. Nice meeting you, man. Nice meeting you. Have a good one, man.
Be smart, be safe, be inspired.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All about a great idea.
You hear me? Thank y'all. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Doop, doop, doop.